What's going on, world? What it do? Welcome to another edition of the 2 Minute Tune Up. So I can already tell you right now that this one's going to be a little longer than 2 minutes. Okay. So tune on over to YouTube at Coach Wald Enterprises and watch the full video. I believe this one will speak to you. So as I was sitting thinking recently, about a conversation that I have had, an ongoing conversation that I've had with a friend, someone that I esteem very highly. We were talking recently about consequences, about choices and decisions, and the difference between the two. We talked about permission and forgiveness, right? So there is this, I don't know what to call it, cliche, old adage, whatever you want to call it. But I've heard it many times, and people will say that I would rather ask for forgiveness than for permission. I would rather make a decision and live with the consequences no matter who it affects, no matter who it hurts, as long as it benefits me, as long as I believe that it's right, that it's correct. And oftentimes, what we fail to calculate is the price of forgiveness. The price of forgiveness, in many cases, is higher than most of us actually want to pay. The price of forgiveness can be the loss of life, the loss of love, the loss of relationship, the loss of trust, the loss of respect. Among other material things, the list could go on and on. So I asked him, I said, why are you arrogant enough, prideful enough, egotistical enough to believe that you can make a decision in a bubble and then expect everyone else to deal with the fallout? Expect everyone else to be okay with whatever comes from the decision that you made, and then just simply ask for forgiveness and everything go back to normal. Now, this isn't to say that I don't believe that you should make the decisions right that are best for you, right? But most of the time, when you love people, when you respect people, when you understand that relationship is what makes life worth living, you consider the fallout. You consider the consequences. And so I said to him, I said, it is more expensive to have to ask for advice and forgiveness after the fact, counsel after the fact, than it is to just ask questions and ask permission in the beginning. See, we don't weigh the cost. And let me clear the air here. I don't believe that any decision is inherently good or bad. You make the decision and then you make it good. It has everything to do with the energy you bring to it. See, you don't know if a decision is good or bad until you're looking in the rearview mirror. The cost of a decision is always in hindsight. The true cost. However, you do have a way to gauge that cost, weigh that cost, if you ask questions in the beginning. So he made a life altering decision. And he came to me because now he is having to deal with the fallout. And yes, he's lost relationship. He's lost love. He's lost respect. And his character is in question. All because he would rather ask for forgiveness than ask permission. All because he chose to rely on self than on faith. And see, one of the biggest fallacies is that we can do this alone. We live in a bubble. We can make decisions and everyone else just has to deal with it. So I've been teaching my son, he's 6. And I've been teaching him about true consequences, right? About the true cost of everything that he does. And, from a respect level to the monetary cost, right? Of what he does and what he asks for and things like that, right? Every decision we make. And so I find him negotiating with me, reasoning with me, okay? And doing his best to convey his points in a way that consider not only him and the benefits and consequences that his decisions will have for him, but the benefits and consequences that his decision will have for the house as a whole, right? Or for whoever else is involved. And those are things that we are not taught enough. How to actually do a cost benefit analysis of our decisions and choices, right? And remember, our decisions are ours, of course. However, others are affected positively or negatively by them. And we don't get to choose how people react or respond. You don't get to choose. The only thing you get to control is yourself. And the success and failure of your life hinges upon those who are willing to take the journey with you. You are not an island unto yourself. You cannot do this alone. Make wise decisions. Your choices are normally, well, let me not say normally, your choices are often products of your emotions. But your decisions should be weighed carefully, because they are often definite. Decide to bring life to your surroundings by what you think, by what you say, by what you do. Because people may not remember what you said or what you did. But Dr. Maya Angelou said they will always remember how you make them feel.